Ever since I started the Rubes Tech channel, I've been on a mission to improve my audio and video quality without spending thousands on gear. When I reviewed the Fifine AM8 microphone a few months back, it transformed my video sound compared to the wireless mic I was using before. However, I want to take things even further with the flexibility of better positioning, with some more control, and a cleaner setup overall. And that's exactly what led me to these two products. Today I'm upgrading my entire audio workflow with Fifine's SC3 Mixer and BM88 Boom Arm. The Mixer will give me professional audio control with XLR connectivity, while the Boom Arm lets me position my mic perfectly for the rich close-up sound you're hearing right now. And the best part of all, this setup will cost only $110 combined, which is way less than what you typically pay for this level of quality. A big thanks to Fifine for kindly sending out these products for review. However, this is not a sponsored video and my opinions are honest and based on actual use in my real workflow. Now let's dive into what makes these budget-friendly upgrades worth your attention. Let's start with the SC3 Mixer. The packaging has this nice minimalist design with nude cardboard and black outline printing. Opening up the box, you're greeted with an instruction manual that, unlike most others, I actually found useful this time around. The box is nicely padded with foam to protect the device, with extra foam cutouts around the mixer sliders for added protection. Inside you'll find a USB-C to USB-C cable with a Type A adapter, a 3.5mm male-to-male TRS to TRS audio cable, and the SC3 Mixer itself in white with black sliders and black button labels. However, if you prefer, you can get it in all black if that better fits your setup. My first impressions with the SC3 is that it looks pretty clean and professional. The white matches my AM8 microphone perfectly, and the black accents gives it a nice contrast that fits well with my shift towards a more monochrome setup rather than a stark all white. The SC3 is packed with features you wouldn't expect at this price point. It supports both dynamic and condenser microphones, and I have it set to dynamic since I'm using it with my dynamic Fifine AM8. There's also 48V phantom power for condenser mics, which you can toggle on by pressing the 48V button here in the top left. A quick note though, only turn this on if your mic actually needs it, as using phantom power with mics that don't require it can potentially damage the mic. Now, one of the standout features is the electric button that auto-tunes your voice to different pitches. This is great for creators who want to add some flair to their streams or recordings. In the interest of sparing everyone's ears involved today, I won't be singing for you, but you can hear how it changes the tone and pitch of my voice as I've been speaking. To turn the feature off, hold down the button for 1 second while the white light turns off and you're back to your normal voice. The SC3 also has 4 custom buttons you can use to record up to 15 seconds of audio each. You just need to hold the button down to record and press again to play it back. This is super useful for podcasters or streamers who want quick access to sound effects or intro music during their live sessions. And for those who love RGB, you've got multiple lighting options. You can cycle through random rainbow patterns, color shifts, breathing effects, wave patterns, and solid colors including red, magenta, lavender, blue, a cyan/teal, green, and yellow. Again, the RGB can be turned off by holding down the light button if that's not your thing. And perhaps my favorite feature with this SC3 Mixer is the voice changer.
You've got options to change your voice to make it a little bit deeper. So if I ever feel like I don't have a deep enough voice, I can press the button once to activate the male setting.
Pressing the button again will switch you over to the female setting, which raises the pitch.
And then you have the robot setting, which will be pretty cool for anyone who creates sci-fi type of content. And then you've got the monster voice, which will be awesome if you wanted to sing the Monster Mash.
And if you wanted to let out your inner baby, you can always switch over to the baby voice. But you do need to whinge a little bit, like wah, wah, wah.
And then you can skip ahead 70 years from being a baby to your elder voice.
To go back to your regular voice, just hold down the button and it'll turn the feature off. While this can help spruce up your content, it's actually a pretty fun addition that can add some entertainment value as well. As for actual audio control, you have sliders for your XLR mic input, you have line in for any additional devices like a laptop or a mobile phone or perhaps a handheld console while you're streaming, then you've got headphones for some live playback, and you've also got line out for connecting your speakers. Each input has its own mute button towards the bottom as well, and there's also a mic monitor for live playback through your headphones. At the top of the panel, you've also got your live volume meters. Your microphone level is positioned on the left, and all of your audio output is positioned on the right. The indicator will adjust in real time as you change your slider settings to give you a nice idea of where your levels are at, and after a moment, it'll reset back to the live monitoring. The back of the SC3 houses all your connection options. You've got your XLR input for your microphone, which also doubles as a 1/4-inch drive jack. You've got your headset connection, which will override the XLR input if you want to use something like a gaming headset's microphone. Then you've got your line in for any additional audio sources mentioned earlier. You've got your headphone output. You've got line out for speakers or any other kind of output devices. And you've got your USB-C connection for the power and your PC or Mac audio. Setting up the SC3 is very straightforward as well. All you need to do on Windows is connect your USB cable to the mixer and to your PC. Right click your start icon, head into settings and sound, and then select the SC3 as your default output device. Scroll down to input and do the same. And on Mac it's very similar. Connect the USB cable to your device, go to system settings and sound, select the SC3 as your default for both input and output. As you can hear, there is a very slight difference between using the AM8 microphone directly via USB compared to running it through the SC3 mixer with an XLR connection. Now I've drilled this down to the fact that the AM8 microphone is an impressive enough microphone on its own through USB connection, which all my previous videos up to date can adhere to, and you will see a greater difference if it were most other mics, but even the AM8 with the XLR setup gives you a cleaner signal with more control over your levels, resulting in a richer overall sound. Before I set up this ecosystem, I was using the AM8 with its included desktop stand and just a USB connection. Now with the boom arm and the mixer using XLR, I have much greater control over positioning my mic closer to me for a much fuller sound and easier adjustment of audio levels while I'm recording. Now I want to be completely honest about a couple of things I've discovered while setting this up, and most of these points come down to user error, so you can take these as tips in what to avoid in most cases. If you're new to using XLR mics with mixers like I am, make sure you don't connect both the USB and the line into the same device. The USB handles both power and audio output from your computer to the mixer, and the line in is only for additional external devices. Connecting both to the same source will cause static in your recordings, which was a rookie mistake I made initially. In my current setup, I have both my PC and PS5 connected, with audio outputting through my speakers. To make this work, I've connected my speakers to the mixer's line out port and ran a 3.5mm cable from the line in port on the mixer to my monitor's audio output. This way my PC audio goes through the USB to the mixer and out to the speakers, while my PS5 goes through the HDMI to the monitor, then through the 3.5mm cable to the mixer, and finally out the speakers. Now in my case, with the complex audio flow in my setup, I did notice some minor static when using the PS5 at maximum volume, but only when no audio was playing. During actual gameplay, it's not noticeable. When it came time for PC recording, I initially experienced more significant static issues. After a bit of diagnosing and isolating components, I discovered it was due to a ground loop interference with my PC itself, as when I swapped over to my laptop for testing and recording this voiceover, the static had completely gone. Now I'll need to spend some time later to rectify the ground loop issue with my PC, but I wanted to share this as a troubleshooting tip in case you experience something similar, as it's likely interference caused by your setup rather than the mixer itself. Additionally, the first thing I would recommend, while the supplied cables with the SC3 mixer are functional, I would suggest swapping over to a set of quality cables if possible, as doing so significantly reduces that type of white noise static you sometimes get, especially when connecting external line-in devices during my testing. Now let's take a look at the BM88 Boom Arm. It comes in a well-designed black and red cardboard box with the Fifine logo. Inside you'll find the box with the desk mounting clamp and the ball head mount, and underneath that, the boom arm itself wrapped in a very protective material. Right away when picking up the boom arm, you can feel that it's very solid, it's got a nice weight to it, and it's made from metal which feels very durable. The BM88 is a sleek, compact, low-profile mic arm that can handle microphones weighing up to 1.5 kilos. The clamp features the Fifine logo on the face side and has cushioning inside to protect your desk surface as well. There's an easy to use handle for tightening without needing any tools. Setting it up is very easy and straightforward. All you need to do is attach the clamp to your desk, attach the arm to the clamp mount, Connect the adjustable ball head mount to the other end of the arm, and attach your mic bracket to the end of the ball joint. One of the things I like best about it is the cable management system. The boom arm has channels on the underside with removable covers, which will allow you to run your XLR or USB cable through neatly. The ball head connector is great as well, as it's got 3 thread sizes to support different microphone mounts. It's important to note that if you touch the arm while recording, sound can travel through the mic, which is common with most boom arms. Compared to the desktop stand that came with the mic, this boom arm is going to give me a lot more flexibility with my microphone positioning. For $50 for the Fifine SC3 Mixer and $60 for the Fifine BM88 Boom Arm, you honestly can't go wrong with this setup. Even when major tech creators who are known for not liking everything that they review mention how good the Fifine products are for budget setups, that just speaks in volumes. One of the biggest advantages with the SC3 is that it doesn't require any additional driver installations. I've tested it with both OBS and Audacity, and it works perfectly with both programs. And for what it's worth, I also haven't noticed any kind of latency issues during live monitoring while recording. If you're just starting out in content creation or looking to upgrade from very basic equipment without breaking the bank, this Fifine combo should definitely be on your radar. Once again, thanks to Fifine for sending these products for review, both of which you'll find linked in the description below. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button for more tech and gaming content. And I'm always curious to hear what you think, so drop your thoughts or questions about these Fifine products in the comments below. Thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.